We have previously generated and emailed an estimate to Tom Olson. This is the estimate he will receive. He can clearly see your terms and conditions and also your comments. He can scroll to the top and click on your email address to email you. But a very important feature is Tom does not need to call you or email you to accept your estimate. He can simply click on this link at the top of the page and it will be directing him to another page where he will accept the estimate. A very similar link is placed on every invoice to where a customer can click Pay Invoice and be directed to a payments page where they can pay for the invoice with their credit or debit card. But let's right now accept the estimate. Once Tom does that, he will be taken to this page where it says Accept Estimate of Joe Jones and Sons, and it's clearly the same estimate. So he ticks this box and clicks Accept. Conveniently, he has been brought to your microsite where he can view your photos, he can contact you, he can also feel good about himself that he's accepted an estimate from Joe Jones and his two sons, which he can clearly see are in this photo here. So now let's say you log on to your dashboard and you notice that something's changed. Under the Estimates tab, there's a number 1 highlighted in red. Now that means one of two things. Either someone is requesting an estimate or someone has accepted it. So let's open up that tab and there you see Tom Olson has accepted your estimate. So from here you can generate a job or you can open up the estimate itself to remind yourself what it is you're going to be doing and say, great, now I can generate a job. So you click that button and our system auto-populates the details. Click Save and Next, and now you're going to have to title the job. So let's just say Sprinkler/lawn, okay? And you would come down here and click the applicable job category, and we're going to say lawns, okay? Now this is important because you can keep track of how many lawns you've installed or how many trees you've planted. So it's a very important feature and we suggest you use it. Okay, now you can click a start date and we're going to start on that date and we're going to complete it on this date. Okay, the details have been populated and here is where you can write a description of what you need to know before starting the job, such as there is no parking in the road, or I need to bring a backhoe, or something like that. And we're just going to say he has a mean dog, okay? And we're going to save it. You are now creating a job file. You can see when you're going to start and when you hope to finish. Our system now has created a customer out of Tom Olson. Okay, we have his details here. You can email him from this job file. You can also see the description that you wrote, and we also carried over the estimate that you had sent to him and put it as a status converted. Okay, now from this job file you can generate an invoice or generate another estimate. Okay? Now, very important feature here. Under the Notes tab, whenever you email Mr. Tom Olson, it is going to keep a log of every email that you've sent. Okay? So that he may say, well, you said this, and you can say, well, no, I didn't. Here's the email. Okay? Or if you're going to speak to Mr. Olson via the phone or in person, you will have to manually input a note. So you can put something like this. We're going to say parking. Okay, no parking in street. Okay, and submit it. Now you will see that it says job note added successfully, and you can open up your notes. And here it is. You can view it and you could read what you wrote. So a very good feature to keep track of everything that you say and do with your customers. Okay? So now what you've done is you've created a job from an estimate. And here is Mr. Tom Olson. Status is he's in progress. The title is Sprinkler System or Sprinkler and Lawn. Okay? Now your start date is here and your end date is here. Now you can open this up and you can review it. Okay? You can see your notes. You could see your estimate because he may say, well, you didn't estimate that. And you could say, yes, I did because I have a copy of the estimate. Okay? You could generate another estimate from this job or an invoice from this job. Now, also keep in mind, once you've generated a job, our system turned Mr. Olson into a customer. And now you could simply hover your mouse over his name to create an invoice or add an estimate or another job. Okay? So that is creating a job from an estimate.